Alright, we're back with a Historic Pauper metagame video. So I just wanted to go over the most recent Historic Pauper tournament that we just had, and the winner was Flyers. So this is a really old deck. It's been around as long as Historic has been around, and it's basically, attacking with efficient flyers. You have some enchantments to turn on your protection spell. Karametra's Blessing as a 1-mana protection spell is really, really strong. You have Bone Splitter for some cheap power, and you have some good flyers. Mono White has, Silverbeak Griffin, which is one of the payoffs. And of course, there's Battlefield Raptor, Healer's Hawk. Daybreak Chimera is pretty good too. You can very often cast it for 2. And even at 3 or 4, 3/3 flyer is still decent. And you just try and kill your opponent in the air. In the sideboard, it looks like has some Sacred Cats. These are a good card against burn, against decks with some removal. Cathar Commando. I think this is a hedge against some kind of hexproof enchantment deck, Bogles. Some more protection spells and some removals. Reprobation. The important part of this card is the loses all abilities part, which is why you usually play this over pacifism. And yeah, the rest of it is just some good flyers. Ardenvale Tactician is a flex slot. The combat trick is decent. Tap 2 creatures so that you can just get in, with your attackers. But I've seen other cards in this slot. For example, there is the Learn card, Guiding Voice, Study Break, and I think there's Homestead Courage as well you can put in there. But yeah, this is a really good deck. It's really fast. It kills turn 4, turn 5 very, very often. And you have to look out for this. All right. In second place was Orzhov by Bagful of Bees. So this is a life gain deck with Blight Priest and Epicure of Blood as payoffs. It looks like he's splashing Siege Zombie too, just to have a more proactive game plan. And yeah, this looks pretty cool. Raise the Draugr, great draw 2 for playing with clerics. In his sideboard, it looks like he has some extra removal, and some, I think this is in case of protection, or protection against, suffocating fumes. He wants to keep his Soul Wardens and his Lunarchs alive. Trespasser's Curse is interesting. Historic Pauper is a mostly creature format. So this card is better than it looks. But yeah, this looks pretty, standard, Orzhov deck. I don't know if there's any changes. You could play the 3-mana 1/4 that gains life. Let me see if I can find it here. Core Celebrant. Yeah, this card's pretty good too. There's a Celestial Unicorn. Oh yeah, that's another life payoff that I'm surprised he isn't playing, but it looks like he's going more for the direct damage from the triggers. This is a really good deck against a lot of the aggro and creature decks in Historic Pauper. So, in third place, we had Sultai Snow by Endless Number. So this looks like just a standard Sultai value deck. You're playing Snow for the Into the North, which is a rampant growth that also fixes your mana because of the Snow duels. And so this deck looks like a really, really good grind you out with card advantage deck. Some efficient removal. Bushmeat Poacher is an interesting card. I suspect this is in the deck because of Burn. Burn has gotten a lot of discussion in the Discord, so this was probably a hedge against that. Same thing with this Honey Mammoth. And let's see in his sideboard, yep, some counter spells, some lifelink. Farika's Libation is mostly against Bogles, hexproof. And then some stuff for flyers and extra removal. Yeah. This deck is really, really good. It goes long. It has efficient removal. You know, it has basically all the value efficient cards in Sultai. In 4th place, we had Daniel with Red Green Storm. Oh wow, this is a fun deck. So this is based on Chatterstorm and First Day of Class. And he basically, you know, is looking to play Goblin and Narcomancer for the discount, and then just cantrip with a whole bunch of Explorers, Elvish Visionaries, Reckless Impulses. Siege the Spoils is pretty good. Relay, you know, Visionary, and Trumpeting Herd. Okay, so Trumpeting Herd is a little bit off topic, off flavor, but it's just a really strong card, and the Rebound basically gives you a free storm count for Chatterstorm. So Historic Pauper doesn't have the rituals in Vintage Pauper, so you really have to like get your storm count wherever you can. 'Cause you're always tight on mana. So in the sideboard, he has some lessons for First Day of Class, some removal, relics for graveyards, and it looks like this is for like as a board sweeper. This is a little bit curious. But I mean, these are all fine choices for sideboard. And then in 5th place was Yu Toko, with a sweet Simic Glimmerbarn deck. So this deck is looking to make a bunch of tokens and then attack with an Atog-like creature. This is a sweet deck. So you have Trumpeting Herd, one of the best green cards. Secrets of the Golden City is really good card advantage, and I'm sure he can hit Ascend really fast with all these token makers. Resculpt is really interesting. It gets him a 4/4 token, and then Wave Sifter, Chatter of the Squirrel, not Chatter Storm, Sapperling Migration. Yeah, just some sweet tokens. You can go wide, you can go a little bit big with these 4/4s and 3/3s, and then Bayogroff is great card, 5/4. And in Glimmerbarn, you can just kill your opponents out of nowhere with sacrificing a bunch of tokens. In the sideboard, yep, just some protection spells, some trample for to negate chump blockers, and some removal. Yeah, this looks like a great deck. I've been trying to brew a Glimmerbarn deck, but I've been in green black instead of green blue. So I'm excited to try this out. Hard Evidence gives you 2 tokens. Yeah, this looks like a fun deck. All right, that was the top 5. We did have 11 people, and I just wanted to showcase the Pauper metagame. Thank you.